Okay, bonjour les year 8. This is your first lesson for this 4th week. Please write the date in French. On copie la date en français. Okay. Et on copie le titre, Engagez-vous. And copy the title, which is here, Engagez-vous. Please underline them both with a ruler. On souligne avec la règle. Okay. So your start activity is to translate these 4 sentences in your book. You've got also a challenge at the bottom of the slide with another sentence and also to spot the tenses that are being used here. Okay, so please pause this video and translate the sentences in your book. Okay, when you're ready, you can take a red pen and be ready to correct your work. All right. Je suis allée au collège en bus hier means I went to school by bus yesterday. I left the house at 8:30. Je suis partie de la maison à 8h30. You could have put as well à 8h30. Have a think, why is there an E in brackets at the end of partie? And it is because if you're a girl, the past participle has to agree with when you use être. Je suis partie. I if you're a boy. I-E if you're a girl. Number 3, tomorrow I'm going to school by foot. To go to school by foot. Demain, je vais aller à l'école à pied. Okay. Number 4, next week we're going to play rugby. La semaine prochaine, nous allons jouer au rugby. So pause this video and have a think about which tenses have been used here. So the first one, you can see the past participle of aller with the E acute accent and être before. Je suis allé. That is your perfect tense. Same for the second one, je suis parti. You have être, past participle of partir. This is a Van der Trump verb, therefore it needs to use être. Number 3 and 4, we have je vais and nous allons, followed by an infinitive. And this is your near future. Okay. The challenge, if you did the challenge, was le week-end prochain, ils vont aller au Portugal. Le week-end prochain, ils vont aller au Portugal. Okay. So this week, we're going to understand vocabulary on volunteering and charity work, and we're also going to revise the near future tense. Okay. I would like you now to copy. On the left-hand side, you can see to copy all the 6 phrases and try and match them up with the one that are in red. Donc, on va copier le vocabulaire à gauche et on va relier les phrases avec leur équivalent en anglais. Okay, so you can pause this video, copy the 6 phrases in French, try and match up the translation. Okay, so when you're ready, have a check of the correction. This is a correction for you. Okay, so we're going to practice now the pronunciation whenever you finish copying this vocabulary. Okay. Faire du travail bénévole. So repeat after me. Donner mes vieux vêtements à une association. Number 3. Organiser une vente de gâteaux. Number 4. Collecter de l'argent pour une association. Number 5. Participer à une course sponsorisée. Number 6. Offrir mon aide aux personnes âgées. Okay, so let's have a look at this. So, je vais faire du travail bénévole. Je vais donner mes vieux vêtements à une association. Je vais organiser une vente de gâteaux. Je vais collecter de l'argent pour une association. Je vais participer à une course sponsorisée. Je vais offrir mon aide aux personnes âgées. Can you have a think how would you translate these sentences? With je vais before, and then the six sentences that are in front of you. How would you translate this? Okay, so the first one you would translate as I'm going to do voluntary work. So which tense is being used here? It is the near future. Okay. So a little recap on the near future tense. So when do we use the near future? We use it to express when you're going to do something. So it's not will, which is the regular future tense. So going to is your equivalent. How do we form it? Have a think. We need the subject, the present tense of aller, followed by an infinitive. And for this tense, it's crucial that you know the conjugation of aller in the present tense of by heart. Okay? I'm going to let you pause this video and make sure you write this down. So near future tense, when to use it, equivalent of going to, how to form it, subject, present tense of aller, plus infinitive. So I'm going to eat. The translation will be je vais, and then infinitive, manger. All your infinitive in French, remember, they end in ER, IR, or RE. 3 families. I'm going to leave will mean je vais partir. I'm going to take, I'm going to let you do this one on your own. So pause the video and write down I'm going to take. Je vais prendre. You can see in blue your subject. Well, that's either subject pronouns, but it could be another subject. It could be my brother, etc. Then you need aller in red. And we know how to say I go is je vais. And then you add in green, you can see the infinitive. Okay. If you want, you can write some of these examples and pause the video. Now, what I'd like you to do is to write down all the forms of the verb aller, to go, in the present tense. So conjugate the verb aller in the present tense. Try to do this from memory, but if you don't remember, you're welcome to go through your book. Okay, so pause the video and conjugate aller. Okay, so like I said, we need subject, present tense of aller, plus infinitive. For the near future tense, equivalent of going to. You have je vais aller, I'm going to go. Tu vas trouver, you're going to find. So this is a conjugation that we can see in blue and green. And then we add the infinitive. Il, elle, on va prendre. So he or she or we going to take. Nous allons manger, we're going to eat. Vous allez regarder, you plural or formal are going to watch. Ils ou elles vont sortir, they are going to go out. So double check that you have the right present tense of aller. If you've made some mistakes, please write down in red a target for you to learn aller, the conjugation of aller of by heart. So you can pause the recording, double check your tense and the conjugation of this verb. Okay, so now that you're ready, please copy these 3 sentences and translate them in your book. On va copier les phrases et les traduire. So pause this video, copy these sentences and translate them. We obviously are using the near future tense. As you can see, you have aller plus infinitive. Number 2, you have je vais plus infinitive. And number 3, nous allons plus infinitive. So copy and translate the sentences and pause the video. Okay, so when you're ready, please use a red pen and correct the work. Okay, So, qu'est-ce que vous allez faire pour aider les autres? Mean, what are you going to do to help others? You plural or formal. Number 2. Plus tard, je vais faire du travail bénévole. Means later, I'm going to do charity work. Number 3. Avec ma famille, nous allons faire une course sponsorisée. Meaning, with my family, we're going to do a sponsored run. So please pause the video and make sure you have the correction of these translations. Okay. Maintenant, on va écouter un texte. Okay, now we're going to listen to a text. I would like you to copy this table. Okay, on copie le table. And we're going to complete it. Okay. So these five people, they're going to say what they do, okay, to help others, which activity they do. And it will be, you can see you have the images here in front of you. A, which seems to be raising money. B, which is to do voluntary work. C, to give old clothes. D, it looks like a sponsored event. And E, it looks like a cake sale. So in all of the listening activities that you do, you need to have a think about, okay, what words can I anticipate? What key phrase and keywords can I anticipate? So in your mind, you have the activities A to E that I just talked about. You need to think, okay, how do we say these things? And be ready to catch them. Okay. So copy this table. Try and kind of brush up on your vocabulary on these 5 activities. Okay. There is a column for extra details. Try and spot these. But if you want to challenge yourself even further, try and write this transcript. Okay, so when you're ready, I'm going to be reading out the texts, okay, of these 5 people. Okay, and I repeat each one twice. Okay. Sylvain. Alors moi, j'adore cuisiner. Alors je vais organiser une vente de gâteaux à l'école. Sylvain, I'm going to repeat again. Alors moi, j'adore cuisiner. Alors je vais organiser une vente de gâteaux à l'école. Okay. Magali. Moi, je suis très sportive, donc je vais participer à un événement sponsorisé. Moi, je suis très sportive, donc je vais participer à un événement sponsorisé. Dylan. Je vais faire du travail bénévole à la friperie en ville. Et Myriam aussi. Myriam et moi, nous allons faire du travail bénévole. I repeat, Dylan. She's the third one. Je vais faire du travail bénévole à la friperie en ville. Et Myriam aussi. Myriam et moi, nous allons faire du travail bénévole. Then on to Myriam. Number 4. Non, non, ce n'est pas vrai. Mais je vais donner des vieux vêtements à la friperie dans ma ville. I repeat, Myriam. Non, non, ce n'est pas vrai. Mais je vais donner des vieux vêtements à la friperie dans ma ville. And the last one, Florian. Je vais collecter de l'argent pour une association caritative devant le supermarché de mon quartier. I repeat, Florian. Je vais collecter de l'argent pour une association caritative devant le supermarché de mon quartier. Okay, so how did you get on with this? Okay, so I've included here the transcript, which is what I just said out loud. Okay, so maybe you want to do some changes to your answers. Now take a red pen, please. We're going to go through the correction. So Sylvain was activity E, okay, a cake sell, because he loves to cook. J'adore cuisiner. I love to cook. Magali was activity D, okay. She's going to take part in a sponsored event because she's very sporty. Dylan was activity B, volunteer work at the charity shop in town. Miriam is going to do activity C. She's going to give out old clothes. And Florian, which is activity A, is going to collect money outside a nearby supermarket. Correct and right, please. Okay, so the plenary task I'd like you to do, which is the last task I'd like you to do, is write down which tense is being used for each sentence that's going to appear in front of you. So please write present for number 1, perfect tense, or near future for each sentence. Okay. So number 1, elle fait du bénévolat. Which tense is this? Present, perfect tense, or near future? Number 2, je vais faire du travail bénévole. Which tense is being used? Number 3, je donne mes vieux vêtements. Number 4, j'ai participé à un événement sponsorisé. Number 5, mes amis vont organiser une vente de gâteaux. Okay. So please use a red pen whenever you're ready. Or pause this video if you need a bit of time. Okay. So number 1 was the present. You can recognize the conjugation of faire. Elle fait, she does. Je vais faire, number 2, je vais faire du travail bénévole. You can recognize je vais, which is aller, and there's an infinitive afterwards, which is faire, to do. Therefore, it is your near future, futur proche. Okay, I'm going to do. Number 3, je donne mes vieux vêtements. There's only one part here. Okay, so it can't be near future, it can't be perfect tense. It is the present. And you recognize here, je donne, with the E at the end, is the ending for je for ER verbs. Because the infinitive is donner, ER. Number 4, j'ai participé à un événement sponsorisé. You can see avoir, and you can see a past participle here, with the E acute. Therefore, it is your perfect tense, le passé composé. In the last one, mes amis vont organiser une vente de gâteaux. You can recognize vont, which is aller, for they. So they are going to, and then organize. And then organiser is infinitive. It is the near future. Okay, so make correction and give yourself a target, please, in red. Which tense do you need to be able to recognize better? Okay. So as usual, please, that's it for today. Please post a picture of your work via the assignment. Okay. Merci beaucoup la classe et au revoir.